these nice what do you call this?
Fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and welcome to another exciting episode of Busted Open. Busted it open since 2007, and today we are going to be reviewing a Target exclusive. And I would say, well, people in the hood, we all looked at him as the gay Joe, the gay party time Joe, and we loved him. Barbecue. Special Missions Cobra Island G.I. Joe Classified Series Gabriel Barbecue Kelly. Right here in the flesh, right here. Now, it was an odd, of all the Joes that they could have chosen, it was weird that I saw that they chose this one. This one I don't think is going to be on the top tier list because for me, and when I was growing up as a kid, Barbecue was cool. We had him, but we just had him in our collection because he was one of those characters we didn't know what to do with because they didn't really they gave him an awesome looking costume, but really no weapon. So you know in the hood what weapon we gonna have him using. We had him using those axes. And then with me, I would make it seem as though he had how can I say? I would make it seem like he's filled up his tanks with acid and he just spraying people on them, spraying it on people. So yeah, we're gonna go into the box right here, and it's done in the beautiful window box that they usually do all the time with the Joes right here. You got the Cobra Island logo right there, G.I. Joe Classified, and it says Gabriel Barbecue Kelly right there. Outstanding artwork of Barbecue right here on the side, on the front rather, window box as you can see. On the side right here, it is absolutely beautiful. Let me bring this a little bit closer for you guys. You can see that this is absolutely beautiful. On the back, you got a nice visage of Cobra Island back here. You can see the little target points that they're going to infiltrate Cobra Island on. And it says Cobra Island right there. Attention, legal mumbo jumbo barcode over there. 0 through 3. I love the way they always put this baby face on there, like the kid is mad he can't play with it. Hasbro. And you got 4. It's over here. It says 4 and up. You got a nice window at the top right here. Got the G.I. Joe deco at the top, number 32 right here. And he comes with his tech specs right here. And you know we always go to the G.I. Joe file right here. All you got to do is go on your phone, go to gijoe.com, and it says right here, file name Gabriel A. Kelly, born in Boston, Massachusetts, height 6'3". He's a tall guy. Environmental specialist, he has a 4, bladed weapon, he's a 1. What is that? Chemical engineer, he's a 2. Rescue, he's a 2. So yeah, he's proficient up right there. And his bio reads, Barbecue has heroism in his DNA. He comes from a long line of firefighters. 6 generations of Kellys before him served to save as members of the Boston Fire Department. As the temperature rises, his threat responses rises along with it. He displays incredible focus and determination and lives for the rush of the thrilling rescue. Now, when I was younger, the bio he was also a party guy. He was the party guy. And on the cartoon, they always made it seem like you were always at his barbecues and he was always having fun. Sometimes they would be fighting at his barbecues and he would still keep cooking and laughing and joking. And even in the comics, in some of the comics, the earlier ones, he was kind of like considered the party guy. So yeah, I think that I went over everything with the box. So what we're going to do is bust open a package and see if this guy is worth the scratch. Yep, I went over everything.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Okay, here we have this beautiful figure. Yeah, he's like, again, I love barbecue. It's just that I never knew what to do with him. I would always have to make him, you know what I would do? Because I loved, as a kid, I loved any character that had a mask or something like that, or like a helmet. And his helmet to me seemed as though he should have something more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? At least like as far as weapons. But I mean, this figure is beautiful. And inside, you got the nice background decoration. In the back, you have these nice graphics back here. This was the one from Roblox. I didn't feel as though I should show it to you because you saw this one already, but this one was in the back of Roblox box. And over here, you have this one right here, which I think is cool right here. This, you can use it as a nice diorama or whatever the case may be, a backdrop. If you know what you're doing, you can kind of like make like a little blue floor and all that other stuff, make it seem like they're by the control panel or something. There's a lot you can do with these, these graphics right here, and they look really, really good. But yeah, as far as the figure right here, I mean, barbecue is like having a beautiful girlfriend that you're either scared to touch, nervous to touch, or you don't know what she wants or whatever the case may be. So you love being with her, but you just can't figure out what can make you happy with her. You know what I mean? Because she's just that beautiful. And that's what barbecue is right here. And as usual, we're going to go into the accessories. And inside came the nice little pamphlet or whatever, just telling you blah, 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 right there, and Hasbro. And then you have the tank right here. Let me bring this closer. You have the nice tank right here, which is done very, very well. Got a little bit of deco up here. If you look real good, you got some deco going on right there, for hazards, fire, and all that other stuff. Then you have, his coolant tanks right here, and who knows what's inside of them. Whatever, nice sculpting within the backpack with the piping and everything like that. Not that much wash, not that much wear or dry brush going on, but it's pretty good. I'm loving it right here. Nice solid orange, nice solid hot orange, if you ask me. You got the peg hole right here. This is where you can hook on the spout gun or the gun or whatever case may be. Or no, the axe. I think the axe goes on here. So at that right here, then you have the survival axe or tactical axe, if you want to call it, whatever the case may be. This looks like this is not made for breaking down doors. This is made to hurt people. And then you have the axe right here. And then his bio card, I don't know why they didn't mention like his personality. He's big. He loves swinging axes too. So I mean, like, it's crazy that, and when you think about it, G.I. Joe hired a crazy fireman, which is cool, because you got to read the old comics and you'll see like he was always wielding that axe and stuff like that. I don't know why they took it. In the cartoon they took it out because I mean, like, come on, they had to gear it for children. But yeah, this right here, and yes, look at these axes. These axes look great. You got some nice silver paint going on there, the grips and the handles and everything like that. You see some nice sketching. I mean, some nice sculpting within the blade right here. You even see like some rivets and screws right here where they sculpted in here. And the paint on here is very, very easy on the short axe or the tactical axe right here. And you see it's a bit serrated right here on the inside. This axe is beautiful, done very well with the spike on the bottom and a lug nut or a screw on the bottom right here. The long axe, which is the fireman's axe right here. You got the nice silver paint on the tip right here, flat black, but it's sculpted. The handle has sculpting in it as well, as you can see. It is very nice. Then you have the water gun or the spout gun right here with the spigot silencer. And with this, again, I used to make barbecue more formidable, or like, to where I can include them with the rest of my Joes. I would make this either a laser pistol when I was a kid, or either I would make it into like an acid blaster or whatever when he had the backpack on. I'd be like, all right, switch to acid barbecue, and just melt the Cobra soldiers with acid and shit. Like, they're like, oh my God. So yeah. And right here, you see there's a plug on the back. So you can plug this easily on the backpack here, which is the tubing for the that connects to the backpack right over here where you saw the plug at. And this pegs right in pretty smooth here, as you can see. Come on, let's get that on it. And yeah, it pegs in very snug too. So there you have the the hydro, or like the hydro tank, the fireman's hydro tank with the blaster. Or either I would make this weapon shoot like water that would like literally cut people in half. I was a violent kid, man. Well, I had violent thoughts as a kid because, I loved action and horror and all of that other stuff. Now, backing it up here, we get into this beautiful figure right here. I think I covered everything with its accessories and stuff like that. Right over here, we have this beautiful figure right here, and he looks good. He looks very, very good. He's well done. There's no painting. As you can see, the mask is well done. I think it would have been a little bit better if they gave him a regular head that you could pop on. So, I don't know, just to give him a little bit more character, or give him an extra head, the Gabriel Kelly head, that had the red curly fro and all that other stuff. But the deco on the arm looks great. Look at all around. Now, this right here is a separate vinyl / composite plastic piece on his body right here. And what I like is that they put a little bit of wear right here. You see some damage right here, which is real good. You don't see that much. There's a little bit of wash going on right here along the red. You may not be able to see it, but it's there. But the breathing apparatus is good. The equipment and the utility belt that he has going on within the chest harnesses. I guess you call this a harness, along with the chest plate and everything looks very, very good. The sculpting within the chest plate, as you can see. Nice shoulder pads going on. Everything looks good. The bicep straps look great. Temperature deco on the side of his arm right there. This guy looks high tech. I'm really liking him right here. I'm loving how they really went back to roots, classic roots with barbecue. And I always thought barbecue suit was cutting edge for him to be just a regular fireman, but he's with the Joe team. The gauntlets and gloves look great. You have some padding going on in the inside right here. Not a tactical look, but more of a protective metal gauntlet look, as you can see in the fingers right there. So I guess he's able to handle hot temperatures with this suit. Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to get some new imagination going on with this guy right here. But as a kid, I mean, it was just hard to. I would always have him riding, like, he would be like the transportation guy, or like firing in the tanks or one of the stuff like that. But I would always put him on snow missions. He would always either be with me as a kid. I would always have him hanging with airtight snow job, or like airtight snow job, low light, sci-fi, and a couple other ones. What's his name? My all-time favorite, the Minesweeper. Forgot his name, but yeah, he looks good. He looks real good. The bottom half, I can tell is reused. This is all Destro's reused down here. The majority of it is Destro's reused down here. It's just the color orange, but it's an orange plastic. There's really no wash, but there's a little bit of wear and wash on the knee pads, which is good right here. The boots look real good. As you've seen these before, these were on Destro. I don't mind reuse as long as it's done very, very well and not just slapping stuff together to get your money. This, they crafted a whole new figure with different kibble on it too. And that the kibble being the chest plate and all of this stuff right here, the breathing apparatus. They totally reconfigured this figure. If you first look at it and you didn't know, you would not know that they reused some Destro parts on here. But he looks very, very good. You got the peg hole in the back, and to plug that in is it's simply easy right here. You plug this in, boom. There you got him with his backpack on. Now it sticks out a little. No, there you go. Oh man, the more you press it, the tighter it is, and it comes in real snug. And it seems as though you can put these. Oh man, he has handles all over the place. So I know this goes in the holster right here. This goes in the holster. Come on. Yeah. Wow, and it fits in real snug too. And as a kid, I always loved hoses, or pipes or hoses coming. Like as a kid, I loved Man-E-Faces because he had like all this tubing going on from his chest to his back and all that other stuff. I love hoses like this to my characters. That's why I think Flash was one of my favorites, and all of the other laser troopers and stuff like that. I love hoses going from weapon to chest, or from chest to backpack and stuff like that. Reminds me of kind of like a spacesuit or like a high-tech weapon. Axe fit in his hand very well. And here he is with the weapons in his hand. And you know what? He looks beast now. I'm loving this right here. He looks like a psychotic fireman. I'm loving this right here. And as you can see, he has nice articulation, leg split, double hinge knee right there, calf twist right there, twist at the ankle and pivoting at the ankle, thigh cut twist right there, straps along the legs, twist at the waist. Now, I don't even have to tell you. You know, with him having this harness on right here, or having this chest plate on, or whatever you want to call it right here, it's going to prohibit his ab crunch, okay? Can you take this off? Yes. If you cut it, or if you swell it, or loosen the plastic with some heat, you can get it off. Now, the backpack seems to come out again. We'll see if it stays in, whatever. Well, no, it's staying in. But the head goes all the way around. Nothing is obstructing the movement of the head. It's on a ball joint, and it's on another ball joint down in the neck, as most of these Joes are. They usually all have the same articulation as each other. And you have a nice elbow, nice double hinge elbow. But the deco on that arm is beautiful. That meter. Twist at the wrist and twist and pivoting at the wrist, as with most of them. I mean, like, yeah, that's what you're getting with this articulation right here. Now, again, I'm going to have to do something to keep this backpack in place. Maybe I didn't plug it in correctly, but no. All right, it's in now. You just have to give it a hard push. I just try not to push my figures too hard to mess them up. But this is a nice figure. I'm loving it with the axes. Now with the axes, that just take a whole new turn and twist. And this axe right here can actually go on the back of his backpack right here. You can just fit it in right over here. Whichever way you want to. If you want it that way, or you can fit it in this way like that. Come on. I had it a little while ago. Hopefully, I think this is where it goes. Yeah, you go clamp it onto his back like that. Now this one, you can clamp in his leg right here. Because of course, you can't put that big giant one there. This one you just clamp to his leg. If you want to have the handle dangling like this, you can, But it fits in very snug. Or, you can turn it backwards. Or you can have it like this, or whichever way you're cool with it. But me, myself, I think it would be better if he just had it like this. But I'm starting to think this guy is like a tank now, because like he got metal gloves, he got 2 axes. He's a murderer. He's a murderer. So yeah, guys, I'm going to take pictures of this guy. And yeah, look at this face sculpt. This face sculpt is amazing. The eyes are done. The goggles are done in a nice shiny plastic. And you can see like there's the nice even silver paint going on. And you got some wear look. You got a wear look and etching and sculpting in his helmet. So this really looks real nice right here. It looks real nice. And the suit looks like it's very airtight. I'm liking this right here. I'm really, really liking this. Now the backpack, yeah, well, it stays on now. It stood on. It stays on because I took it and gave it a real hard push. I was scared I was going to break it because I'd have broken action figures on camera before. But yeah, that breathing apparatus looks good with the nice little green deco right there. Is great. So what I'm going to do now is take some pictures of this guy and we'll be back with my final thoughts, okay?
G.I. Joe will return after these messages. G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
So as a whole, I would say this figure is a complete, nothing but pure beauty. It's a work of art, great engineering, great craftsmanship. They definitely did a great job on detail, sculpting, painting, so on and so forth. I definitely get barbecue. Because when it was first announced, again, like, I think they need to start getting like people that are really into action figures to pose or do the product images for these action figures. Because it didn't really, I mean, it was okay. And even from me as a child, don't get me wrong, I've liked Barbecue, but he was one of those characters that I really didn't know what to do with as a kid. But looking at this one right here, this looks great. In hand, you will definitely love this. And I see a lot of customization possibilities that can go on with this. And I'm, because I definitely want them to do an open head with Gabriel Kelly without the mask and everything. I'm going to look on eBay and see if I can find a head that, or either ask a custom printer to make me a head to make it with him without the mask, as they used to always show him in the cartoon. But this figure is great. Let me bring this a little bit closer. I can't stop talking about how wonderful this figure is because they did a great job on him. They did a very good job on him. And yes, the bottom half is pretty much Destro stuff, but it's done in orange plastic. Everything on here is good. It is definitely a great action figure for the price point that they were asking, with great detail and sculpting. That helmet I absolutely love. Each time I look at it, I see something more and more about it that I like, especially the breathing apparatus in the middle of his chest, the fire retardant cylinders in the back. Everything looks good on here. The hose has sculpting in it. It is good. And again, this hose is made out of a hard plastic, not the soft flimsy stuff. Holster fits the gun very well. This is a great product. Love the knee pads. Again, if you have Destro, this is all reuse right here, but it's great. It's great. They totally made another figure out of this, and I'm loving it. If you look real good, you can see like there's dents and scratches in his helmet as if he's been through, you know, a couple of battles. You got some sculpting on the side right there. Great paint apps. Everything is beautiful on this figure. I have a new love and respect for this figure. I would actually even say this is starting to be one of my favorite figures now, along with Duke and Flint, Destro. Like these classified series figures are amazing. They're even doing the lame or mediocre figures or characters to look well, or like to where like you want them. So I mean, like, you know, he's coming in at the average size of about, let's see, should be about 6 inches with this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a little bit like 6.5. Yeah, he's a pretty tall guy. Here he is. Well, you've seen him next to a Cobra Soldier, but I'll show you again. Here he is next to a slaughtered Cobra Soldier. Let me put him in a position right here. You can see he's kind of like a bit taller. Let me bring this over a bit taller than the Cobra Soldier. Here he is next to the Cobra Soldier. Here he is next to my favorite, all-time favorite Marvel legend. You get your knives. Deathlock. As you can see right there. Here he is next to, well, I guess, because I don't know what somebody, I had my other He-Man down here. I don't know what happened to him. Here he is next to Master Universe Classics He-Man. But as a whole, this figure is amazing. It's very beautiful. It's worth its price point. Definitely pick them up if you can. You know what I'm saying? Start pre-ordering these toys so that you'll get them at a cheap price point. Because if not, you know, third party being sold, you're going to get it. So yeah, I mean, like this right here, the double axe wielding. This is what I'm going to use him for. He's going to be my psychotic serial killing fireman that takes on the Cobras. Double axe wielding psychotic serial fireman, murderous fireman that takes on the Cobras that barely talks, unlike his personality in the cartoon. So with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And remember, when you buy a toy,